Hello, welcome to Tech Gadgets. Today I'm going to review much awaited and most anticipated bike Yamaha R15 version 3.0, and thanks to S Motors Karimnagar for allowing me to shoot Yamaha R15 version 3.0, and special thanks to Sandeep Reddy, manager over there, and the phone numbers are displayed here. You can contact him directly. By that you can get the price and best prices for the bike. So let's check the bike. Yamaha R15 version 3.0 has pretty much been the attention since it broke cover last year in Indonesia. Needless to say, its India launch at 2018 Auto Expo was anticipated highly, as the new bike is a huge leap over the previous version in nearly every aspect. And the bike at the racetrack, same place as original R15 has been ridden 10 years back, and it has got a lot of features and styling. When it comes to the styling, the design is entirely new, and the version 3.0 expectedly is inspired by the current generation YZF-R1, and the front end isn't as radical looking though. The headlights are sleeker looking, all LED units with a dummy air intake in between, and the lights look stunning with their layout and wide beam for the LEDs as well. And the fuel tank and the fins on the top of it, the slits in the top triple clamp. And the new instrument clusters are scaled down version of the current R1s and look very appealing. And the rear end looks similar to the R1 too. Particularly there are rear seat cowl and LED tail light. On the whole, the design is very fresh and modern and is sure to age well as well. When it comes to the powertrain, with the number of changes to the engine, it would only be fair to say that is an all-new motorcycle and not a version 3.0. The motor is almost entirely new. Displacement is up to 155cc from 149cc, and thanks to a bigger bore through the stroke is the same. Then there is bigger throttle bodies, new forged pistons, and a new connecting rod, and a rebalanced crankshaft. And the compression ratio is higher now at 11:6:1 as compared to 10:4:1 earlier. And while several minor changes to the internal results in lower losses as well. The biggest highlight though, in addition of VVA variable valve activation, R15 version 3.0 uses two intake valve cams, one for enhancing low to mid-range performance along with a separate one for high revs that kicks at 7400 RPM. And the rev range has been increased in all changes have resulted in higher power output of 19.3 PS produced at 10,000 RPM as opposed to 16.6 PS at 8,500 RPM. So when it comes to chassis and cycle parts, the Delta box frame has been modified to accommodate the wider swing arm. The swing arm is also shorter, resulting in 1325 wheelbase as opposed to 1345 earlier. The trail has been reduced by 10 mm and stands at 88 mm. Seat height has been increased to 815 mm from 800 mm, but the riding position doesn't feel more committed or more aggressive. And the R15 version 3.0 now uses bigger 41 mm telescopic forks up front, though the upside down forks on the Indonesian version have been given a miss to keep costs in check. And the rear monoshock is essentially the same unit but uses stiffer spring rates. More importantly, the monoshock isn't mounted onto the swing arm directly. And it now comes with fatter tires. Front has 100 by 80 R17 while the rear is 140 by 80 section, both MRF zappers. And it's very good. And handling wise, this is yet another department that sees a massive change. Changes to the chassis and suspension has resulted in a dramatically different feel. So you can listen the exhaust note also. This is how it sounds. It sounds really good, and the first impressions are excellent.